Please like and share. All right, all right. Remember, if you haven't voted, you can vote today. We have some very important announcements to make today, and hopefully you'll take heed.
Good morning, Deacon Dumas. You're live on the air.
Thank you. We're so delighted to be here this morning. Before we get started, let's bow our heads in a word of prayer. Father and our God, we do thank you for this day that you have made. You have commanded that we rejoice and be glad in it. And so we're glad in this day. Our beds could have been our cooling boards on last night, but you let our golden moments roll on. We should bless this show, bless our listening audience, bless our producer and our director. We thank you for listening in Jesus' name. Amen. As many of you may know or may not know, I'm very excited about this election. This is the last broadcast before Tuesday's election. And let me give you a little keep information. City Hall, the clerk's office is open today, and it's open from now 8 o'clock until 5 p.m. You can go down and vote your ballot. You can go down and get a ballot and vote it there. Or you can take your ballot with you. But if you take your ballot with you, please bring it back and drop it in the drop box to sometime today, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday at the latest in the drop box in front of Flint City Hall entrance, a brown drop box, and that's where your ballot can go. I'm going to caution and warn those who have put their ballot in the mail or anticipating to put your ballot in the mail. It will not reach there. Your vote will not count. In other words, do not mail your ballot. The ballot is very long. It's one of the longest ballots I've ever seen. And it was purposely done to confuse the voters, especially our senior citizens. So this is a very important election on the day. I don't need to have to talk about the lies and the mistruths and the misinformation that Mayor Neely is spreading. I'm just going to make it real plain. Anytime you say that crime is down and the people know that crime is down, anytime you say that blight, you're tearing down houses and we have more blighted houses than ever before. It's not truthfulness. And this election is about character. It's on the ballot. Honesty is on the ballot. Truthfulness is on the ballot. All of that is integrity is on the ballot. And so, a lot of people messed up in the last mayoral election. They believed the uh, lies and untruths about former Mayor Karen Weaver. But that's what you wanted, so you got what you voted for. Don't make the mistake twice. Please don't make the mistake twice. On yesterday, as I say, go down there and vote. I took somebody down there yesterday, two or three people down and voted. One lady called me and said that she took 11 people down the other day to vote. And she's a senior citizen, and she said it's so important that Mayor Weaver gets back in office. And she told those individuals, matter of fact, she said she took her sons, her adult sons, to vote who hadn't voted in years, so they had to register to vote. And she told them, and I'm going to repeat what she said, if you don't vote for nothing, Find Mayor Karen Weaver's name in the nonpartisan portion and color it in. Don't check it. Don't put an X in it. Color her name in. It would be on the front page of your ballot if you live in the city of Flint, the nonpartisan portion of the ballot. If you want to vote straight Democrat, that's fine. Then go to Mayor Karen Weaver and find her name for mayor of the city of Flint. I was very sad on yesterday. As you know, in May, I think it was, we broke the news about the two children that died as a cause of the house fire at 637 West Pulaski Street off of DuPont. On yesterday, the attorneys representing the family, the attorney Flood and the other attorney from, I think, Atlanta, Georgia, they held a press conference. And all to my surprise, all the local media and some of the national media was there. They covered the event. I learned on yesterday that the prosecuting attorney has forwarded the case to the Michigan State Police for a David Layton, the prosecuting attorney. So there will be a criminal investigation of a cover-up from Mr. Neely, the mayor of the city of Flint, and others in his administration. Let me repeat that again. And go to M Live, go to CNN, go to The Beast, The Guardian, go anywhere. Prosecutor David Layton has forwarded the case to the Michigan State Police for a criminal investigation into a cover-up, C-O-V-E-R, up of Mayor Sheldon Neely and his administration. So all you folk, you Neelyites out there who want to vote for him, well, it's going to be a criminal investigation. These lawyers are not Todd Flood. He's a noted lawyer. He was the water case crisis lawyer for the city of Flint. He would have already prosecuted those involved in poisoning the residents of the city of Flint. So now he is the lawyer in the city of Flint, state of Michigan, representing the family, representing the mother and the father. The father was there yesterday at the press conference, along with the mother, the aunties. A lot of friends and relatives were there in front of the fire station on Pearson Road, 60 seconds away from the house that caught fire. I want to say thank you, Mr. Layton, for doing the job that the people of Genesee County elected you to do. Not to cover it up, but to forward it to the Michigan State Police for a thorough and complete investigation of a criminal cover-up. It's a sad day. And it was a sad day yesterday. Somebody said, well, AC, who's your guest on the show today? I'm going to be my guest on the show today. Mr. Neely covered it up. The Flint Fire Chief, Ray Barden, a high standard quality individual who I've been knowing for years, already was retired. Mayor Weaver asked him if he would come out of retirement. Mayor Weaver asked former police chief Tim Johnson if they would come out of retirement. They were in retirement doing great things for themselves and for their families. and they came out of retirement. And Chief Bart put out the report, the full report. See, he's not scared of Neely because he's already retired. What is Neely going to do with him? Nobody's going to the penitentiary for Sheldon Neely, but those who covered it up. So the prosecutor referred it to the police agency, the Michigan State Police. Hopefully and prayerfully that not only the state police get involved, but also the United States Department of Justice. It was an injustice for two white firefighters who lied, who said they searched the house and put out the all clear. It was a lie and it was a cover up. If you can see this on Facebook, maybe you can or maybe you can't. I know our listening on this document. And this was the document that came forth. Remember, I wouldn't let this go. Me and other individuals wouldn't let it go. We couldn't get no headway. But one thing about it, the Lord allowed us to get some headway. And I don't care what you do in the dark, gonna be exposed in the light. They put the all clear. Them babies were in the house, in the room. One was on the bed and the other was on the floor. Had they been there 10 minutes prior to when the call came out, those children probably would be alive today. But they waited and they lied. Two dogs were found downstairs alive. And that didn't happen. Those children weren't found until two black firefighters came in and followed the protocol and searched the house and found the two babies and took them down the stairs. One of the firefighters, after taking the way I understand one of the boys down, was gasping for breath, but he got him out. The other one got the other child out, trying to save them. And one of the black firefighters is the son of the Flint firefighter deputy chief, Carrie Edwards. She is the first deputy fire chief of the city of Flint. Her son, who was a hero, and the other black firefighter was heroes. But it was a cover up. I want to say thank you to those firefighters, those black firefighters. They deserve a medal, commendation. Neely should have been giving them a key to the city. But he wasn't giving them a key to the city. He was covering it up because he has stated it can't get out because it's an election time and I'm up for re-election. It's sad. It's sad. Let me read what some of this report that I got from the 911 center out there, the Michigan State Police out there. Let me read what it says. And this is from the report. Listen to it. In the confusion on the scene, the electrical power was not turned off and was later brought to the Flint Fire Department's attention by the Michigan State Police fire investigators as the fire investigation was being conducted. During the suppression efforts, listen, I said something wrong. Let me correct it. Four dogs were also removed from the structure in the basement and placed in the care of a family friend. it said what 4 dogs were also removed. That word also means that prior to there, something else was removed. Those 2 babies were removed. This wasn't nothing but a cover-up. Let me read the report. This is the report. As a fire was being quickly extinguished, Engine 6E, that's right on Pearson Road, right across right around the corner from the house, along with E31, began primary search of the structure with the first floor primary coming back in a negative for any occupants. You know who that was? That was those 2 white firefighters. Came back, searched the first floor, and said negative. 51 arrived on the scene and was placed on the RIT momentarily. That means ready for contact. Like they had told me with the RIT. Prior crews then started primary search on the 2nd floor, which also came back negative. That's what those 2 white firefighters came back and said. First floor was negative. The 2nd floor was negative. They gave a false report, which is criminal. It's against the law. While conducting the secondary search, now listen to this. While conducting the secondary search on the 2nd floor, E51 located a child, victim number 1. Approximately 10 years old, male. The victim was found in the seaside bedroom floor on the 2nd floor of the structure through a small walkway attached to the bedroom. The victim was found lying on the stomach on the floor facing the doorway into the room. The victim was immediately carried by Flint firefighter personnel, the black firefighters, out of the structure. Listen, they were carried out of the structure and placed on a stretcher in the care of EMS. And let's talk about the 2nd young baby. While a search continued on the 2nd floor, a 2nd child, victim number 2, approximately 14 years old, was located in the same room, the room that they said they checked. Mr. Neely, quit covering. Why did you cover this up? This wasn't about politics. It was about people's lives. Face down on the entry door, with his body half on the bed and half on the floor. Victim 2 was immediately removed from the bedroom and carried down the steps by Flint Fire Department personnel and placed on driveway where a medical care was immediately started. The 2nd child, victim, was determined to be in cardiac arrest with CPR started by Flint Fire Department units. This is terrible. This is terrible. Now the grieving mother, the grieving father had to relive this all again. We were there. Is this election important? It's very important. It's about character. It's about integrity. It's about honesty. It's about truthfulness. This is what this election is about. Mayor Weaver doesn't have to prove herself. Anyone that lived in the city of Flint when she was mayor know the work that she did. While other folk covered it up. They tried to cover the water crisis up. Mayor Weaver exposed it. And she's exposed it even before she became mayor. And when she became mayor, one thing she said, she will tell the truth. She will give the good news, whether it be bad or whether it be good. Give the news whether it be bad or whether it be good. I thank God for Mayor Weaver. I do. I thank God because she's a person of character. I'm saying that because now you got all your absentee ballots. They're sitting on the dresser, on the kitchen table, collecting grease, chicken grease. Get those ballots, vote those ballots, and take them to the Flint City Clerk's office today. You can vote, sign that green envelope and date it. You can drop it off not only at the Flint City Clerk's office, the main entrance in the brown box. You can take it to any Flint fire station and drop your ballots off in the box, in the absentee ballot drop box. You can go in front of the Flint Police Department by the sidewalk. You'll see a silver drop box. Drop your ballot off in the box. This is a very important election, not to sit it out. The nerve of some people want to sit it out. What a shame and disgrace. One lady said she told her children if they not gonna vote this election, they're getting out of her house. And guess what they did? They took their souls down there and voted absentee. Parents, how do you let your children, adult children, voting age children, live in your house and don't vote? Well, maybe it's because you don't vote. Maybe they're following a bad example. Well, be a good example and take your children, your grandchildren to the polls. Let them vote by absentee ballot. This is the most important election in Flint's history. I just, was a little disturbed because a lot of people apply for the absentee ballot. And guess what? They haven't received it. They applied for them weeks ago. Something is amiss. Something is amiss. You can't blame Inez Brown. She's not there. And Davina Donahue just got there as the interim clerk. Something is happening up on that second floor in the clerk's office. Don't make me think that I'm a fool. I'm not a fool. One gentleman on Meade Street, ballot was sent to him, never received it. Sent again, never received it. On yesterday, he met the mailman, said, no, there's no ballot in here. You don't have no mail. The day before, he met the mail leader, sir, you don't have a ballot. Yesterday, I put him in my vehicle. He's a senior, and took him down there and walked him up there. And they gave him a ballot. And he voted his ballot, and he deposited his ballot in the drop box. This is happening all over the city of Flint. People are not getting their ballots. We were told that the clerks mail the ballot out, process it one day. They don't take it to Pontiac. It'll be at the resident's house the next day. People are not getting their absentee ballot. You all get on the phone and call the clerk's office right now, 810-766-7414, 810-766-7414, and ask for the interim clerk and or Gloria Boone, who is the supervisor of election. Ask them, where is your ballot? Call them and ask them, has your ballot been received? Some people said that the drop boxes are not being emptied. I don't know. One person said they dropped their ballot off, and when it hit like it was a bunch of mail in there, a bunch of ballots in there. Are they emptying the ballots from those drop boxes? We're not going to let people steal this election. I don't care if it's the clerk's office, if it's the mayor's office, whoever office is. Don't let nobody steal your vote. Your vote is important. Our foreparents died that we can vote. I'm talking about in my lifetime. In my mother's, bless her heart, lifetime, my dad, bless his heart. In our foreparents' lifetime, they died down in Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia. And what we talking about, my vote don't matter. My vote don't count. That's a shame and a disgrace. Your vote is your voice. Don't wait until the battle's over. Well, I would go and vote today. This election is about integrity, character, honesty, and truthfulness. It was a city council meeting held on yesterday, special meeting. The only 3 council person that showed up was Jerry Winfrey Carter, Eric Mays, and Tanya Burns. The others were missing in action because they didn't feel it was important enough to show up. It is alleged that Mr. Neely called them and told them, don't show up. That's a shame. Councilman Mays called the police chief, went to his voicemail, a no-show. Those department heads, no shows on yesterday. The city attorney, a no-show, cover up. These individuals, Kim, the city attorney, Neely, the police chief, all this is nothing but cover-ups. And we thank you, Mr. Layton, for asking the Michigan State Police to investigate Mr. Neely and his staff and those who are part of the cover-up, if it includes members of the Flint City Council. This is terrible. I know I don't have a lot of viewers, Mick, on my show. They want me to be nice today, and I am nice today. But this is terrible. People don't vote. How don't you vote? Why don't you vote? We need to vote Liddell Lewis out, a recall. Vote her out of office. Vote Quincy Murphy out of office. Vote out Allie Herkenroder out of office. Vote Julie Priestley out of office. Who did I miss?
Dennis Pfeiffer.
Dennis Pfeiffer out of office. They don't care. And the sad thing, you got black council representatives there don't care about their own community. Quincy Murphy doesn't care about the black community. Liddell Lewis doesn't care about the black community. They're supporting Neely, and they make no qualms about it that that's who they're supporting. You support whoever you want, but why you want to cover up this about these babies, about this mother and this father and the relatives and their little sisters? It's a sad day in the history of the city of Flint, and God is angry with us. God hates evil. He hates evil. I am not going to associate myself with evil. You don't like it, that's on you. Because not only is God going to judge those that do wrong, he's going to judge everyone that agrees with wrong. Those of you who agree with wrong, I don't care who you are. If you agree with wrong, God is going to judge you. He judges, he looking for honesty, truth, and integrity. And as I said on last week, Brother Mick, if you go in and you rob a bank, somebody robs a bank, and you drive the getaway car, you will be held guilty just as those that had robbed the bank. You was accessory to the crime. You will receive the same punishment. It's sad. It's sad. I'm glad wherever you are, wherever you stay in Detroit or wherever, take your soul to the polls and vote. Share this broadcast. Your vote matters. The clerk's office open till 5 p.m. today. Call a neighbor, call a friend. Let them know it's time to vote. This is the most important. You don't think it's important. Look at your raggedy streets. Look at your house. Look at all the $94 million that have not come in your community, in our community, in the city of Flint. Downtown looks well. Uptown looks well. But what can I say? We off the air now, Mick? Yeah. We off the air now.
Yeah, on that end.
Yeah, on that end, but we're still live on Facebook. I see my nephew on Facebook. You take your soul to the poll and vote too. He don't live in Flint. And all them other little, y'all know, to the polls and vote. I'm just saying, it's a shame. And you know what? I see a person on here, and I love him. His name is Lavelle Lucas Perry Jr. Let me tell you who Lavelle Lucas, who was his grandfather. Bill Lucas, the first Black sheriff of Wayne County, the first county executive of Wayne County, a circuit court judge of Wayne County. Bill Lucas. Many of you have heard of Bill Lucas. He ran for governor of the state of Michigan and won the primary as a Republican. And yes, I voted for him, and a whole bunch of other Black folk voted for him. But when it came to the general, we could have had a Black governor. People didn't vote for him. So I salute William Lucas, Bill Lucas from Detroit. He's gone. His wife is gone. But they have a strong family. And they have a strong political family down in Detroit. So, I don't know, I got a call from Councilman Mays. I don't know what Councilman Mays, maybe he wanted to give me some information. But he can call you, Mick. Have him call you on your phone. I'm on the roll now.
Roll, he ain't got my number.
Oh, he ain't got your number. Okay, then. But I'm just saying it's just important to vote. It's just important to vote. This is soft to me. Nick, Mick.
Yes, sir.
I know what I know firsthand what our foreparents went through. And we had white folk that was engaged with us in the struggle. We had Hispanics engaged with us in the struggle because we all struggled together. We had to fight for the right to vote. But your vote don't count. I'm not voting today. Shame on you. People say, well, I'm going to say you need to vote, and I'm going to say who you need to vote for. Going to vote and voting for the wrong person doesn't mean anything. Well, I voted, at least I voted. No, you at least voted for the wrong person. Yes, I support a straight Democratic ticket, which I don't never do. Let me tell you why I'm doing it. Because the ballot is so long and cumbersome. And I don't want our senior citizens and our first-time voters to get confused with all that nonsense on the ballot. So I voted a straight Democratic ticket. I voted for a person, a Democrat, that I wouldn't vote for. But because the greater of the good, I'm urging everybody to vote a straight Democrat ticket. Then go to the most important part, the judges and the mayor. Mayor Weaver, find the mayor of the city of Flint and color it in. Don't check, don't make an X. Your ballot is destroyed. It's no good. You have to color it in. Color it in. Weaver. Find her name, Weaver. And if you confused, don't want to vote for nobody but her, go down there and find on the front part of the ballot, Karen Weaver. It's Karen Weaver. Color it in. Put your ballot back in its privacy envelope, in that green envelope, seal it, sign it, and date it, and turn it into the clerk's office. Do not mail your ballot, or your vote will be in vain. Got any question? 810. News Media Group. Thank you. What we got going on?
Well, you had a couple of them. It said, Chris Caleb said the parents should post pictures of the second floor to show how the layout is. The rooms were where the kids were at.
And you know what? Let me address that.
Mm-hmm.
That the attorneys did a great job on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They hired professional individuals that do fire layouts and all like that. This will be a big case. This criminal investigation is, the people calling me, they don't know that I'm on the air, but it's going to be a great criminal investigation. I trust the Michigan State Police because I trust the commander at the Michigan State Police over there on Corona Road.
Yes,
I trust her. I trust her. And listen, somebody called me yesterday, said, listen, I made a mistake. I didn't want to vote for Neely. I don't know why I voted for him. They said, but I tell you what I did. I went down to City Hall and told them I want to change my ballot. And guess what she did? She went down there. They canceled that ballot.
Mm-hmm.
They gave her a new ballot, and she voted for Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
You can go, listen, some of you out there have made a mistake. You were fooled again. You can go down to Flint City Hall clerk's office and tell them you want to cancel that ballot and you want a new ballot. And by law, they have to give you a new ballot. What else they say, Mick? You all should be liking and sharing this.
What Shatara said, Eric was calling to tell you did a great show on the radio this morning.
Thank you, Councilman Mays. Let me get a shout out to Councilman Mays, Councilwoman Jerry Wimpy Carter, and Councilwoman Latanya. Tanya. We call her Tanya in the hood, Tanya Burns.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for calling that special council meeting. 810 News Media Group. Thank you, Mick, for showing up. And guess what?
Yes, sir.
The major media was there on last night. They were at the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether I did see it all on M Live in Ann Arbor. I saw it on CNN. I saw it on The Guardian. You know, the people are covering it. They're covering the cover-up of Neely.
Yes, sir.
That's what they're covering. They know it's a cover-up. And Neely covered it up. The buck stops. One speaker spoke yesterday, Mick.
Mm-hmm.
He spoke, and he was very intelligent in his speaking.
Mm-hmm.
He said that the buck is a saying that one of the elected
Harry Truman.
Harry Harry Truman said the buck stops with him. The buck stops with him. That's somebody calling the headquarters. Call after the show and they'll be in here. Listen, the buck stops with Mr. Neely. If you're gonna take credit for the good things, then take credit for the bad things. We still have, well, you know, the other news that came out, some of you didn't know that the concerned pastors and the other groups went to federal court on Tuesday and filed a complaint against Mr. Neely and the city of Flint for failing to complete the Flint water lines that were due to be complete. When was that? September the 30th, the last day of September the 30th. Mr. Neely is in hot water with the federal court. He's in hot water with the prosecutor who referred the case to the Michigan State Police. The city of Flint is going to be sued and we're going to pay for it, taxpayers. Your taxes are getting ready to go up because they're going to win that lawsuit. They're going to win it. Maybe they're putting the opera money aside to pay for the lawsuit. I don't know what they're doing with it. But I still know we got tops on our houses. We got windows that need to be replaced. And, oh, it's nice weather now, but you just wait a couple of days next week after next. You're going to turn your furnace on. And your heat is going to go out them windows. We got streets that need to be repaired on the north side, the east side. I don't understand Liddell Lewis, Quincy Murphy. And the fourth ward, what's her name? Judy Priestley. They got the most raggedest wards in the city of Flint. And they don't vote for their constituents. The seventh ward, the black portion of the seventh ward, is starting to look like a dumpster. That's Herkenroder's vice president's ward. Charles Jordan is on the, you know Charles Jordan, Mr. Mick?
No, sir.
All right. Listen, 810 News Media, you got a comment. Send it to 810 News Media Group. I can't get it because I'm live on Facebook. But I want to let you know your ballot's going to look like this, Facebook. You got to vote. We got close to 10,000 absentee ballots that have been mailed out. 10 in the city of Flint. Approximately 5,000, half of them have been returned. Where are the other 5,000 absentee ballots? Why are they in your house, used as a coffee mat to sit your coffee on? If you didn't want a ballot, you shouldn't apply for one. This is an important election. And the Republican Party is trying to take over. I've never seen where the Democratic news station, CNN and all of those, is saying it look like the Republicans gonna win. The folks saying, well, if the black folk don't vote, Democrats not going to win. True that. True that. Biden had enough sense to say thank you to the black community. Our lives is in our own hands now. You don't vote, don't complain. If you vote wrong, don't complain. Listen, it's just not gonna get there. Your roof's not gonna get repaired. All that opera money, it's gonna go to buildings everywhere but in the city of Flint residents. You remember Mick, you remember the water crisis money?
They came and went.
Yeah, they came and went.
Right.
It went down to East Lansing, to the YMCA of Greater Lansing, East Lansing.
Yep.
It went to everywhere. You see that building over there by the expressway?
Mm-hmm.
What club was that used to be there?
Club 69.
They took his club. They stole the land. Now it's a big building erected from water crisis money that Mayor Weaver brought in. The money's gone. It went to the Capitol Theater. Why does the Capitol Theater need Flint water crisis money? That's where it went. And you all have the nerves and the audacity to go down there. They had the Isley brothers down there, paid $100 for your seat. They should have let you in free after all your tax dollars paid for it, and won't get up and take your souls to the polls, won't come to the Flint City Council meeting, but complain. And they said the building was packed with us's, and we won't even vote. Well, it's 10:14. They say, well, he's fussing. No, I'm not fussing. I'm pouring out my heart.
Yes, sir.
I'm pouring out my heart this morning because I know voting means everything. And if you don't vote, you just don't count. You can have every excuse in the world of not voting. You need to vote. You need to vote. You need to be knocking on no doors. I've been making calls telling people, have you got your ballot in? Are you going to vote? Because we need to vote, and we need to vote in record numbers. Because the other folk going to vote. While y'all sitting at home, the other folk going to vote. We don't need no Republicans. Well, they going to vote. That's what they doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to vote. We want to sit at home and eat nacho cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I got somebody calling me, but they don't know that I'm on the air. I mean, on Facebook. So I'm going to get off and see what they want. Maybe they want me to make some type of announcement. They probably want to let me know that you can change your vote if you want to.
Right.
Go down to City Hall and change your vote. You messed it up. You think you made an X and you supposed to cover it in, tell them you messed up your ballot. You want another ballot. Tell them I voted for the wrong person. I voted for Neely and should have been voting for Weaver. Tell them you want to change your ballot. You ain't got to tell them nothing. Just tell them I messed up my ballot and I want another ballot. It's important. All right, Mick, I want to thank the listening audience. Tuesday is election day. The polls are open, and they're open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. You need to go down there and vote. If you're not voting by absentee ballot, I'm going to have a sheet I've been passing out because the ballot is long. It's long. I keep saying it is long. But if you look at the sheet I passed out, it's real simple. We got more breaking news coming in. I haven't looked at it yet. Only thing I saw, breaking news, Flint. Oh, by the way, I hear was another shooting on last night or early this morning.
A fire in the Regency.
A fire? No, this was in the 6th Ward.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I got a call. I was gonna have Councilwoman Burns on my show with me, and she's investigating something happened, a shooting or something happened over in her precinct, her ward, about 7:30 this morning. You said there was a fire where?
in the Regency, Evergreen Regency.
Fire in Evergreen Regency. That's on Lippincott.
I think they said 2 babies died in it too.
When? They
This
said
morning,
maybe
2 babies.
2 babies that perished. Listen, we're gonna check it out. Let's see if they're gonna cover that up. Let's see if they're gonna cover that up. God bless you. You're gonna have a good day. I do have my Michigan hat on. And it's my Michigan hat. I even have I voted. I got my I voted sticker on. I'm gonna let you know vote today. Please vote today. I want to thank all my Facebook friends. And I can't verify what happened at Regency. That was what I was told allegedly.
Yeah, you can go to Brenda Boyd page. She got it on there.
Okay, Brenda Boyd
has it on her page.
It's on her page, her Facebook page. We need to be in prayer with that family, whoever it is. Oh no, God praying for those families. These babies are dying. Get your smoke to test batteries changed. The time is changed your batteries. Fall back an hour. So you can be on time for church on Sunday. So you can be on time for church on Sunday and worship the Lord. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Brother Wagner. All those that tuned in, Jordan. Covenant Worship Church is watching. Thank you. Derek Smart, Lavelle, Lucas, Perry, Jr. The list goes on and on. Tracy Williams, Shirley Hill. Listen, I got a quick calling names because somebody gonna say he didn't call my name. Roger L. Jones II, thank you for watching. Following us on Facebook, and for those who go on to Memphis, Tennessee, for the annual 114th Holy Convocation of the Church of God in Christ. I'm in the Church of God in Christ. I hope you take your soul to the polls and vote, or vote by absentee voter ballot. I know you got elections down in Memphis during our convention, but we need to vote here before we vote down there. All politics are local, and this impacts our lives. So thank you. Spread this Facebook, and let's go vote, people. God bless you. Thank you, and have a wonderful, and did I miss anything? Blessed Saturday. I'm getting ready to go out there. It's a good day. Mayor Weaver, I think she's going to start about another hour, start knocking on doors. She's going to start knocking on doors. You know, she like Visa. She won't leave you alone. She's going to knock on your door. She like Visa. She's everywhere. And so we're going to get up out of here, and we going out there in the streets.
Where the people is at.
Where the people. We don't need no more broadcasts, Brother Nick. Nick, we need to be out there where the people at.
Yes, sir.
That's where we need to be. And she's on her way in here, and that's what we're going to do. Because you need to go and where the people is. You need to be a roving reporter today out there.
Yes, sir.
All right. God bless you. Thank you for listening. Bye now.